want to say something that not a lot of people want to say out loud, but I'm starting to really understand why there's more and more women finding themselves single into their 40s, why men aren't fighting for relationships anymore. Duh, Becky, it's because men don't feel safe. Because don't get it twisted, when men come on the internet and they see a situation like Taylor Frankie Paul, where there is video evidence of her abusing her man, and women still bend over backwards, mental gymnastics to find a way to justify it, even using terms like reactive abuse. It must have been what happened before the camera turned on that justified her whipping stools at her baby and then not tending for the baby. I mean, come on. Like this starts to happen, men start paying attention, and believe me, they started paying attention all the way back to Johnny Depp. They see how quickly the narrative flips, how fast the man turns into the villain, even when he's the clear victim. They stop fighting, they stop investing, they stop putting energy into something that can just flip on them overnight. Look at the family court system. Why would a man build a family with a woman when one day she could just cheat on him? She could say, provide for me, work your off, and then he does it, and then she's gargling down another heat-seeking moisture missile under the pretense of, you worked too much, you neglected me. Then he loses his house, half of his pension, half of his saving, and his children. Why would men do that?
What we see is we see men seeing that it's not lucrative to be with a lot of these women. You see the bachelorette chick fighting her man. You see women getting with men, getting their babies, and then divorcing them so they can get half of their money. You see NBA players losing half of their fortune. You see athletes losing their money to women. Why should a man get with a woman? This is why the young men have this male loneliness epidemic, because they see that it's not a positive to be with these women. These women are gold diggers. These women have a plot to take my money. They do not love me. These women today are very transactional. All they want is money. They want to be lazy but spend the man's money, but they don't want to do what they need to do to keep a man. That's the world we're living in right now. They're crazy. They're expensive. They don't care. They just want your money. And it seems like a lot of these women think that just having a big butt and fake chest can, be a reason why you give them $50K a month just because to be around them. These women are insane. That's what we see. These women, their thinking is crazy, but then they want to get access to your money, spend your money, but then they want to be independent. Make it make sense. That's why these men are happy being alone. That's why these men don't want to be around women. So what do women say? Oh, he's gay. No, he's not gay. He just doesn't want to be around you women, because women today are crazy. They're not locked into themselves. One of the biggest things that I'm glad that I'm celebrating is I've been married for almost 13 years. Thank God. Could not date in this era. These women want money. These women want to be taken care of. These women want, and they want to do nothing. They just want to be cute. Cute does not equate to you getting $50K a month. Cute does not equate to you beating me up and me not hitting you back. Cute does not equate to me just giving you money just because you're cute. You don't have no other value. These women say they want to be independent. They want to be respected, but then they don't want to bring anything to the table. So why should I respect you if you're not bringing anything to the table? It's twisted how they think. Then you see old girl beating up on her boyfriend in front of the kid. What has the world has come through? Why are these women acting so crazy? These women, they're starting to act crazy. They're starting to act like they're trying to be a man. They're trying to be tough. They're trying to take over, but they're ruining themselves. What we see from a lot of these women, they forgot their role in life. They want to be the head of the show. They want to be the star. They want to be the strong one. They want to be the masculine one. They want to be the one in charge, but they fail to realize that their role is to be on the side of the husband and to help the husband grow and be better. They forgot their place. This is the reason why a lot of these men say, you know what? I'll just wait till I get old enough to have a lot of money and I can give me a young girl. Because these girls right now that may be your age, what do they want? They want a man with a lot of money. That's what they want. These women are transactional. They do not care about love today. They don't. They care about money. If you can't give them money, they don't like you, or they call you gay. If you're not giving them what they want, they call you all these names. Why do you want to be around a woman? There's no point.
Studies are coming out. Women are staying single and not by choice. And people are sitting here and they're wondering why, dazed and confused. We want to ask that, but nobody is asking why men are walking away. Nobody is asking why men are choosing to stay single rather than choosing to play a game that they are constantly going to lose at just because they have a purple-headed yogurt slinger. Like, men did not disappear. They are here and they want love, but men aren't dumb. They are not going to continue to fight for women who would never fight for them in the first place. They're not going to fight for women who think that their biggest contribution to the relationship is allowing the man to be in her presence. I'm sorry. Men aren't doing it anymore. So you guys can sit here, you can act dazed and confused. Don't ever get it twisted. Men are not afraid of commitment. They're afraid of what that commitment is going to turn into.
Commitment for a man, if he's committed to the wrong woman, is deadly for him. He loses everything. The woman comes up and the man leaves with nothing. Look at the family court system. Look at the divorce system. Look at how media looks at a man when he gets a divorce from a woman, and they automatically make him the villain, even though the woman may be crazy. Men are just being smart. They're just like, you know what? I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna stay out the way. And these women are trying to force men to be with them, but a man doesn't want to be with a masculine woman. A man doesn't want to be with a man. These men aren't gay. They just don't want to be with these type of women. That's what it is. These men are comfortable being by themselves, and they want as the least amount of stress as possible. They don't want to be around you. These women today, a good amount of them are not assets. They're liabilities. Men think about their lives more and more like a business. They're logical. If I get with this person and I just see her as a liability, I'm bound to lose. Men don't want to lose in relationships anymore. It's funny how women used to be the ones that want true love. Now it's just men want somebody just to love them for them and not trying to take the money that they have. We just live in a strange time. The women need to take a chill pill. They need to sit back and relax and understand their role in life. Because what they're doing is they're ruining society, trying to be the man, trying to be the masculine, trying to fight, trying to do this. But then you get caught, now you play victim. See, what they see from a lot of these women, they're playing both sides. You're playing the hero and you're playing the villain. Which one is it? You're playing the victim and you're playing the villain. We don't know. Pick a side and stay on it. But these women are flip-flopping. They don't know this or this. I don't know. It's just sad. That's why you see these young men. They have the male loneliness epidemic. These young men are growing up and seeing how their parents are, seeing how their mom is, and they're like, I don't want to get in a relationship. Why are these young men coming up? Because they see their mom acting crazy. They see their mom yelling. They see their mom doing all these things, and they're like, you know what? I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm cool. I'm going to be by myself because I just want peace. The biggest thing that women have to understand is be a man's peace. That's all we want. We don't want a whole lot. We don't want your money. And of course, we want the cakes if we're married to you. But we don't want all the extra. We don't want the drama. We want to be cool. But a lot of women don't like that. They call that boring. They want spice. Okay, so you could be spice and be single because I don't want to be with that. It's just sad. I really feel sorry for the women today. I'm really glad that I'm not dating and not in that world today because you see a lot of things happening, and it's just the women have lost their way. But who's going to bring the women back to the fold to understand that their role is supposed to be this way? When will women wake up and start understanding that being in a marriage is not transactional? It's about love. It's about finding the right person that cares for you in all of your modes. But we'll never know because if a man says that, we'll get crucified. They'll call us misogynistic. They call us this. They call us that. But we're just telling you what men want. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny how a woman tries to tell a man what he wants, but really a woman should listen to a man so she can know what he wants? It's just how it is. I'm just glad I'm married. I ain't got to worry about this nonsense and these transactional women today. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. Always going to keep the thing rock, keep it going. Make sure you tune into No Filter Morning Show Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'm out.